Well, good morning, tubers. I'm going to show you what I've been doing here. I'm doing something a little different. I've seen it done before, so this is not my idea. But you see how I've got these tomato vines running along the top of these buckets? Well, they're just way too long. Some of those vines are over 30 feet long, and it's just getting ridiculous. So I'm trying something new. Instead of having all this tangled up mess all through here. Plus, my string, I'm running out of string. Some of that string's only like 30 feet long, so I need to recoup some of that. And I'll show you what I'm doing with that here in just a moment. First thing I'm doing is I'm taking all these clips off, all the way down the vine. And I'm starting next to a bucket that I've already done over here, and I'll just work my way all the way down that vine and unclip it, and then I'll show you what we're doing with it. Alright, it's really hot in here, so forgive the fan noise. But you can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm just wrapping these things around the pots, and then I'll start stringing it up just like this one. The longer they get, the easier it is to bend them. Now, you really don't want to bend them too far because they will still break. So I'm kind of wrapping them a little bit loosely, but when I string it up, you'll see that'll tighten up some, like it did down here. But I'll just start clipping that up, and also I restrung the string, so yeah, I've got all 30 feet or so of the string that I can use again. Now, that's also a lot better for the plant and feeding because it doesn't have to constantly work against gravity so much. Most of it's right down here at the root system, so the uptake of the nutrients to the actual fruit is it's a lot easier for the plant. A lot less work. Just for my doubters, this is not even close to the longest one. The cherry tomatoes are a lot longer. That thing, and it's got bends and everything in it. That one's 17 feet long. I've had them pushing close to 30. So you'll also see that the string I have, I'll be recouping a lot of that too. Show you too, as you're wrapping them, it's a pretty good idea to keep them close to the buckets because they will try and push their way out. You can band them together with these clips, and that kind of keeps everything nice and tight against the pails. This would work really well for the Dutch buckets as well. That's how I wrap it. And then I'll just start stringing it up the string. Don't you love working with tomatoes? Alright. I am through. And hindsight, Key Player is the guy that I've seen do this, where he wraps the vines and kind of coils them up. And it looks really nice and neat. But Keith, my hat's off to you, brother. That's more work than I'm willing to do, I think, for these tomatoes. Looks good. I mean, it's nice and neat, and it looks maybe like they're gonna be fine. But there were casualties. And there were some that were even a little worse off than that. But that's okay. I have plenty. I'm not going to do it with those. I'm just going to lower and lean them like I always do. And we'll just deal with all the vines. This may be the way to go, though, if you're just starting out, and as you're going, you're dropping and coiling them. They do get brittle, and they do break, so you got to be careful. I'm not even sure I'm going to be doing this next year with these buckets. With my additional greenhouses, I will probably do it like Patty and Wayne and Haley do at Spring Hill Farms. So go check them out. That may be the way to go. Their production is pretty good. I do pretty well with tomatoes no matter how I grow them. So I may give that a shot. Looks nice. God bless. Go play in some dirt, some nutrient solution, some aquaponics, fish water, whatever it takes to grow some tomatoes so that you can try this. We'll see you next time. This is a cherry tomato vine. As I was saying before, these things get pretty long. And I'm not going to pull it all the way, but that's 22 feet. And there's still pretty good size hump in it down there. Just saying.